I'm wbz-tv meteorologist Barry Burbank. I have your forecast for the next several days, and let's talk about the fall foliage extravaganza getting underway. The fall foliage is bursting in much of the region, especially northern New England. This is the look at Killington. Here is Smuggler's Notch. There's a beautiful Bretton Woods there with the golf course, and in the background the presidential range and a deck of clouds running right across the front of that presidential range. This picture is taken in the last day or two. Sugarloaf, Maine. You can see all the colors are coming on quite swiftly now, and it looks like we're right on time here this year, unlike previous seasons when we've been a little bit behind schedule. So we've got plenty of moderate color across this orange-shaded area of northern New England, extending down to the Berkshires, and I wouldn't be surprised if a few of the higher elevation areas will be at peak coming up later this weekend and the first part of this upcoming week as we watch the color wave head southward. Well, we're pretty much done with 90-degree days. After all, it is September 28th. We had one last Monday that made 15 days in Boston, pretty much as we had anticipated we would have for a number of days this year. The average is 14. We were just one above that. So that's it. We're done now with the 90-degree days, I think. Although on Wednesday, when you get to the 7-day forecast, you'll see that we won't be far from 90 degrees. Well, we've had a warm week as well. All these red squares have brought the mean temperature departure up to 3 now. So it's getting up there, but September is just about almost done. And it will be done on Monday night. In the meantime, we know how dry it has been. We need the rain desperately in many locations, even though we had some showers a couple days ago. It looks like there's a chance of a couple of showers tonight. We'll show you that shortly. But we're following the dew points, and it looks like they're going to be going up a little bit coming up for this afternoon. But we're really not going to feel it that much, and they really won't have a chance to spike too much before they start falling as the frontal passage takes place tonight and the dry area comes right back in behind it. The driest day will be Monday, then it starts spiking up. Still dry Tuesday morning, but then it starts going up quite a bit on Tuesday afternoon, and then goes probably into the 60s, low to mid-60s Tuesday night, and into Wednesday. It's going to be quite muggy then, but that's the end of the really muggy air. And you see that when we get to the 7-day forecast. Not a bad beach day coming up for today, and boating day as well, but boaters beware. The wind is going to get gusty. Southwest 10 to 20 with few gusts to 25 to 30 this afternoon. High temperatures will range from 72 at south-facing coast locations, certainly all of the New England south coast, south side of Cape Cod, and also the outer part of Cape Ann, probably in the middle 70s or so. But some other east coastal or east-facing beaches will be 80 to 82 around the Boston area. And it looks like that's the water air temperatures. The water temperatures are starting to coast back a little bit, but still pretty mild in the low middle 60s at many east-facing beaches right now, and upper 60s around Cape Cod. We have a high tide at 11:19 this morning. If you go to Fenway Park for the closing of the season this weekend, you'll find the first pitch temperature this afternoon around 79. It may go to 81 during the course of the game with that brisk wind and a lot of sunshine. Tomorrow it'll be mainly sunny. At first pitch at 3 o'clock tomorrow, around 72. Very nice. There won't be as much wind tomorrow. These will be our highs today, low 80s in the areas west and northwest of Boston, except the outer part of Cape Ann. And then it gets cooler, not quite as warm as you head farther to the south, along the New England south coast, mostly in the lower 70s and the south side of the Cape as well. It's only going to be in the upper 30s to mid-30s or even lower 30s in western Montana today. We'll show you why in a minute. In the meantime, we have 95 in Nashville. So the warm air is coming in here, trying to come in today. It'll be cut off, and so tomorrow we're looking at temperatures which will be only the lower 70s. And then it looks like the warm air is going to try to come back again at midweek. So the reason for that is this frontal boundary right in here. And here's where snow is falling out west in the parts of Montana. So we'll show you that in a minute. But this front, not producing an organized band of showers right now, but may get a little more organized later today. Meantime, the snow is going to fall in central and western Montana, Great Falls up to Kalispell, Montana. In this area, 1 to 3 feet of snow is likely in the next 24 to 48 hours. For us, we got a band of showers coming through this evening, coming into Boston. It looks like it's going to start falling apart as they approach Boston. Whether they've all dried up before they get to the city remains to be seen, but areas north and west of Boston may have a few hundredths of an inch to a few tenths of an inch, highest out in western sections, coming up for tonight, this evening. You can see that band of showers coming along. It sort of falls apart as it moves towards Boston. The most support will be down over Connecticut, where we'll get some showers and thunderstorms later this evening. Tomorrow morning, we're left over with clouds, and it looks like it turns sunny during the day, and it will be on the cooler side. Cape and the Islands is beautiful this weekend, both today and tomorrow, although tomorrow there'll probably be a lot of clouds to start off first thing in the morning, and then it'll turn sunnier during the day, and it will be somewhat cooler there tomorrow, although the wind will be gustiest on Cape Cod today. Going up to the mountains to see some of that foliage, or to the lakes region, 76 today, but only in the upper 60s coming up for tomorrow. And our low temperatures tonight will be in the low 60s around Metro West, mid 60s in Boston and down over the Cape, so milder than last night. High temperatures tomorrow. Temperatures don't rise much along the coast tomorrow, mostly in the upper 60s with that wind coming in from the north and northeast at lighter speeds than today. Farther inland will go to the mid 70s as we have any morning clouds giving way to sunshine. Jet stream showing a lot of chilly air diving out west, then a piece of it right in here is going to break off. So after we get some hot, relatively hot weather on Wednesday, this chunk of cold air with a big, pretty impressive upper level system is going to dig in right over us, and that's going to give us some rain at the end of the week. The tropics, here's Bermuda, here's the eastern United States. Everything's looking good. We don't have to worry about tropical storms. There's just one major one out there, and it's a major hurricane. Winds of 115 miles an hour from Hurricane Lorenzo, and it's more than 1,000 miles off to the southwest of the Azores, and it's going to move in that general direction and then towards, I would say, the United Kingdom, so it will be weakening with time as we go through the next few days, but it doesn't look like we have any threat of that across most of the United States, that's for sure. Here's what I think will happen the next few days. I already told you lower 80s near and west and northwest of Boston today. A cool day on Monday with filtered sunshine through high clouds. Few showers early Tuesday. Then it warms up and turns humid during the afternoon on Tuesday. Humid and breezy Tuesday night into Wednesday when it gets well into the 80s. The record high on Wednesday, by the way, is 88 degrees for October 2nd, set back in 1954. Some afternoon showers and storms. If the cold front comes down quick enough, we may never get to the 80s on Wednesday, but right now the timing suggests it'll be delayed. And it will be mighty chilly Thursday and Friday. Rain will come in here by Thursday afternoon, pouring Thursday night and Friday. The high temperatures only in the 50s then. That's it for now. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend.